Oh, good Lord. Hello, guys. It's Lisa. No, you're here. I have issues. I can't get her to come in, to get Susan to come in. Let me just have a look for a sec. Presenters. Okay, try this one. Try this link. Let's see. Let's see, the chat is enabled. I can see you here, Lisa. Can you hear me? Oh, hi, Marcy. Sorry, guys. We have really bad technical issues. I can't get Susan to come in for some reason. Oh. Okay. Susan is here. No, that's, yeah, okay. It's fine. Let me just see if I can get her camera to work. Oh, I can't see your image. I think we're two presenter, that's why. Are you here, Susan? Okay, let me just turn myself off. Susan, know what I'm gonna do? If you can hear me, can you hear me? I'm not gonna hear you anymore.
Yeah. Can you
hear me now? I can hear you. I can hear you. I can see you as well. Oh, good Lord. This is not even funny. Sorry, girls. There's people here already. She's petrified. No, it's fine. Okay. We are so sorry about this. I don't know what happened here. I think you guys had a different link than we did. I mean, whatever. So, Susan, you know what? I'm going to let you run your event. I'm going to try to get people in. You know, I'm going to try to fix that. Maybe, hopefully that work. So I'll leave you. Is that okay? Because I think
no problem at all.
Late already. It'll be like 20 minutes late already. So I'm gonna leave you to it, and I'm gonna just let you do your thing. Let me just see. Let me just a sec. So which one am I? Okay, both. Okay, I don't know which one. Just a sec. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll cut my mic, but I'm around. I'm here, right? I'm just gonna try to see in the Facebook group, and you can start your event. And we're so sorry, guys. We're here for like 2 hours already. It's just crazy. Okay, I see you later. I'm gonna try to fix this and get people in. I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm just around, so if you need anything, just shout. I can hear you. Okay?
Okay.
You got this, girl. Let's do this. It's good. It's okay. Okay. I'll see you in a bit.
Can you hear me, girls? Can you hear me, Lisa? Marcy? I can see you in the chat. I hope you can hear me. So I'm going to do a live plan with me. Yeah, you can hear me. Great. I'm Susanne. I'm just going to share my screen because I have a very small presentation of who I am and what I do. So I hope you hang on. So this is my screen share from my iPad. So this is me and what I love to do. Oh, I have to share my screen too. Just a minute. Technical issues. Can you see my screen now? My shared screen? So, hi, I'm Susanne. Yeah, I think it's sharing. I'm 48 and I live in Denmark. I'm from the Bellanora studio, formerly known as Gadegård, as it's called in Denmark. And it's named after my sweet, sweet Labrador Bella. And my husband lovingly calls her Bellanora as her nickname. And this is Bella, and she's been a part of my life for 10 years now. And you can just kind of glimpse her pillow under my table. So every time I go to my studio, she most of the times ends up snuggling under my desk and keeps me company while I draw or while I sew and what I do. And that's my studio. This is some of my shots from Instagram that I've shared. I make patterns. I make digital stickers and planners and illustrations, as you know. And I love coffee, and I love wine, and I love my family. Not necessarily in that order. This is Denmark. This is where I live. And we live not far from the coast in Denmark, about 4 kilometers. So I have access to Mother Nature wherever I go. And that's awesome. And that's really a lot of my inspiration comes from there. And this is my family and me. My husband in the middle, me and my son, Emil. And on the right is my studio. That's where I sit and draw every day and every morning. When I get up, I get my coffee and an iPad, and I end up there. And I stay there most of the day if I can. Yeah. So what I'm going to do today is do a plan with me. I'm going to show you how I set up a monthly, weekly, and a daily spread. And I'm going to use my my new sticker set, the one you got with your CHQ subscription. It's called Under the Sea, and it was inspired by how we treat the sea and how we need to consciously treat it better. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I love my family, I have to say. So, this is my super messy GoodNotes, and I'm going to go to my planners. And I think I'm going to use today my gray rose gold planner. And it's a fairly simple planner. It just has the dot grid background and the blank canvas that you can work on any way you like. I thought I wanted to show you the new elements thing in GoodNotes. Okay. Just a minute. Everything wants to tease me today. The Elements tab in GoodNotes is where you can put your stickers if you want to. I don't use it that much because I found out that every time I use a sticker, and it easily puts it in, and no problem with that. But every time you scroll through, if you pick a sticker, it puts it in front of the queue. So it's never in the same order, so nothing is placed logical as I would like it to be. And that's not the best way to do it for me. So that's why I mostly use my sticker book. And you can still see the screen, right? And this is my Under the Sea set. Let me know if you have any trouble seeing all of this. You should have this with your subscription. And there's a lot of different ways to do this. What I usually do is pick the days, and I'm going to do these. And I'm going to start with a monthly. I'm going to take these and just copy, go to my planner, just going to cut this out, and paste it in. And it sort of fits. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the chat. And if I miss it, I'm sure Olivia will see it. Oh, that's wrong. I try to keep it fairly simple for the...
I'm around if you need anything, girls, right? You can chat it. I'm still trying to get people in.
Okay,
so
everyone can hear me, right?
I can hear you very well.
Great. And it looks like Marcy and... Hey, Suleika. Nice to see you too.
Great. I'm happy I got her back here. Oh, good Lord.
God.
We're not lucky, huh?
No, not today anyway.
No.
I kind of panicked there for a second.
Yeah, I'm still panicking. I'm gonna get killed. Girls, don't kill me. It's not my fault.
Oh, we won't. I won't, at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna get killed. I know, but it's nothing I can do.
Well,
Okay,
the replay
it's
will be
fine.
around. I'm gonna pick some of my sticky notes.
So we can GG.
And if you have any questions, please just ask away. Mostly, I don't use date stickers for the monthly because I just get really, really, really impatient. So I'm just gonna find out when the first day of May was. It was a Saturday. So that will be here. And I'm sorry, but I don't write really beautifully. I really like it to be fast and most of the time fairly simple. And I like the new double tap undo feature in GoodNotes. Did you know that? Oh, sorry. And it also has a snapping feature. So if you draw a line and you hold it, it will snap, just like Procreate, if you ever use that. These are some of my colors. I really like the green one. So normally I would put something like birthdays in first. My dad has a birthday tomorrow, so that will obviously go in the calendar. And my husband has a birthday on the 27th of May. That's kind of all I have birthdays for this month. And I can't remember, do I have anything for birthdays? Can you do jellyfish for birthdays? Maybe I'll just do a flower for my dad. And maybe for my hubby too. And his name is Klaus. And so today I would probably put live event in because that would be it. And Monday I have a full-time job. Besides this, I work as it's called a social and health assistant here in Denmark, and I'm training to be. It's kind of like a nurse's assistant. So I work like this. And then I have the weekend off. Maybe I should give that a color too, in case I forget. I probably won't, but again, I like it speedy and I like it fast. So if I have any sports events or something like that with my son plays handball. Hi, Vanessa. Nice to see you too. Then I would put it here. And he had a trial training for handball with a new club yesterday. So that would be on the 13th. His name was Emil, and handball. I'm doing this thing in English because you wouldn't know what it said if it was in Danish, I'm sure. So that's fairly simple. I could do a lot of decorating, but I don't have that much different events this month. So I'm just gonna go right into the weekly. And what will we do? I think we'll grab this one. I like to do headers to make it really, really pretty. I like pretty things, and I like to draw things pretty with shades and stuff like that. And I think I use the text tool a lot too, because I actually don't think I have that great a handwriting. I'm gonna stick with Sugar Cookie. That was a fun I got from Lisa Glantz when I bought one of her brush sets, I think. And I thought it was really, really cute. I'm going to take the same stickers as I used for the days for the month, because I really like them. I'm going to place them a little to the side, maybe a little smaller. That's one thing that bugs me, that there's a chance that I grab everything every time. Hi, Beth. Are you from Denmark? Where in Denmark are you located? I think that's awesome too. Marcy, I just read your message. I have like a very firm way to do it. It's like when you grab with the lasso tool, and when you place it, you have to put your Apple Pencil down each time so that you release it. Because if you have it and you do it, it won't grab the next one. But just keep practicing. Tølløse. Cool. Skide godt. So, yeah, let's do this week. What does this week starts with? 10. Copy. And I'm just gonna resize them so they're fairly equal in size. And I think I'm gonna find a to-do box for each day. I like this one. And the thing you can do if you like is that you can stretch it a bit. I do that most times, just if it doesn't fit right. Oh, there they were. And I want the pretty flowers. just because I like pretty. So when I did that, the to-do box I'm going to want for each day, because I'll have something to do every day. But I want to change it up when it comes to the weekend. So this is my everyday to-do list this week. And then I want to make sure that I don't miss that it's a weekend. There it is. Because heaven forbid you miss that it was a weekend. Then I'll always remember. I'm just going to take a sip of coffee. No, Beth, not a lot of Danes in this society, so it's really, really cool to see one. What do we want? What do we want? Something pretty. I want the mer people. I really, really like this jellyfish. And the whale. Definitely the whale. So most mornings I start the day with playing on my iPad. I get my coffee and Bella, and I always go and play. Oh, sorry. Resize. Nope. I'm gonna add a photo of what I've been doing. Not that. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been preparing for my new sticker set, and that was one of them. Isn't it cute? It's called Garden Party, the one that you're going to get in your next set. That was crap. Done. If you want things to have a certain order, when you put it on your page, you're going to have to make sure that the one that is on top is the last one you place. So if it's the first one you placed, you have to cut and paste to make it sure that it sits on top. So this will always be my first one in the morning. So do mer people drink coffee? Do I have any coffee cups in this set? I have one. These may be the two most important things in the morning, my iPad and my coffee. So every other day I'm going to have to do laundry, because when I work as a health a person who works in with elderly people, I have to change my clothes every day. So I'm going to have to do laundry every other day, because I have 2 sets of work clothes. I love the snapping feature. So this one we can do copy and Thursday. And I'm going to push it way back to Sunday, and it's going to be really small and in the evening because I'm not going to focus on that on a Sunday. My habit tracker. Last year I lost about 20 kilos of weight, but being Corona time, it became a little bit cozy. So I'm trying to avoid sugar and white bread. So I'm currently on ketogenic meals. So I cut out all carbs if I can. Ketogenic. So I definitely did it today.
Hey, Susan.
Hey.
How are you going with the ketogenic diet? It's really hard. I tried it. It's really, really hard.
Well, last year
Like, are you still on it?
Yeah, when I can, whenever they don't bring home sweets or chips, then I kind of crash. Well, last year I was
hard.
at home. Yeah,
anyway, I just want to drop that in.
I was home for a year, sick. I had a bad back, so I was home, and I had
a year.
A year. I was really in a bad shape, and I had not much to concentrate about.
I'm so sorry. No, it's hard. I tried it, but it's like it's really hard. Yeah, hi. I'm sorry. I just had to drink something, hug my boyfriend. I just had I think I had my arms started to itch. I'm not even kidding you. I'm like itchy everywhere. I'm like stressed out.
It's fine. We made it.
Anyway, it's fine. Crisis almost aborted. I'm going to get killed. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you. Edit. Crop. I want it to be just about the same size as the other one. And I didn't want to just minimize it. I'm a stickler for things like that. So maybe we could put meal plan on the bottom. Yeah, let's do these three. Soup. Oh, oops. Never grab the wrong one. I tend to reuse most of my things in colors and stuff like that because I like it to be fairly even. And laundry is going to get down prioritized on Sunday. I really don't like house chores. Like, really don't. I'm never going to be the perfect wife. It seems like my husband has accepted that, though. So, what's for dinner? Kind of get that question every day around noon. Nobody seems to want to do it, besides me. So oh, sorry. Hey. So if you keep grabbing everything, you're going to have to turn off images so that you only grab the text box and you can place it. And then you can turn it back on. I'm reading your message, Marcy. And your right arm was really bad. Fine to fix it. Are you drawing with your left hand then, and doing everything left-handed, Marcy? Yeah, he is a good husband. He's been my cheerleader. Oh, Marcy, I'm so sorry. I really hope that it helps. But you can do amazing things. Try to look into maybe something with meditation or something. I don't know. Many people look into meditation for dealing with pain. I have too. I've done everything, really. And I'm going to leave them blank because, well, we're going to do spaghetti tomorrow. We had pizza today. We can write that. And Sunday, I haven't decided yet. Maybe soup. Maybe soup. I think we need to pretty this up a bit. Oops. So everyone needs a list, and I'm just going to cover this with the list. And we could do groceries here. Then I would just do a screenshot of this with my phone when I go out and shop and have it this way. That way I always have a pretty grocery list with me. This I would probably use as a short journal, just to jot down a few words about the week, about how it's been going, how I'm doing. And there's just some lines to do it. So maybe a little more pretty. I think I want some memories for the weekend. Then I would go in when the weekend's over, or maybe while it's gone, and just put pictures in and then cut and paste the frames on top. So I would go in and I would check. Let's see, I have some really pretty drinks pictures here. They're always good. So I would find kind of a blank space that's not even there for now. Then I would just grab this and cut and paste. And I would grab both. Maybe like this. And just put it on the right day. Spaghetti doesn't mean ketogenic meals, so maybe that's tomorrow. Let's see. Okay. Let's do some seaweed. I want this in front. And Let's do the shells and the sea urchins. I make all my drawings in Procreate, and I'll take you into Procreate in a minute and show you what I do if I want to decorate a page with something I feel like I don't have. For instance, I don't have a lot of floral borders in this set. Then I would go into Procreate and just make one with some of my brushes. Anyone have a good quote I could put on this week? Oh, that one. What should we write? More love, less fear. That kind of works for me because last year was out. When I was out, one of the things I learned to fear the most was pain. So I try every day consciously to not be afraid of being in pain. And that's been one of my hardest struggles ever. Well, none of that. Anyway, I'm going to take a screenshot or an export of this page, and I'm going to do it as an image, and I'll export it. And we're going to go into Procreate to try and decorate it a little bit. Suleika, that's a really, really good one. True. Maybe that could go on the daily page. Well, oh God, I cancel. Export all pages might take a while. This page as an image. And copy. We're just going to do something else. Export this page, export, and open it direct to Procreate. If not, I would have to go into Procreate and make a new document and import it into that. So this is kind of easier because then it's already there. Now you can do two things because this has become a layer on its own. So you can turn this layer off and you can turn this layer off. And if you put a new layer on top, you will have this as a PNG that you can put over as a sticker on your current book. So actually we could do that we decrease the opacity of this one and just use it as kind of a template for doing decorations. So if I make another layer, and I like this palette, so we're going to go with that. And I have so many brushes, I can't even tell you. But we're going to do like a floral border, and we're going to use the dry ink. I modified it slightly, but it's a native brush to Procreate, so you all have it in your Procreate set. And then I'll do a new layer, and I'll go into a flower set that I've made, where I have different flowers that I can use as templates. And I'll just put them on wherever I like. I'm trying to read your messages as I draw. It's a little hard to to get it at the same time. I have some leaves too. I usually do these stamp sets because when I need to make flowers fast, I don't have to think about what I want to do. I'm creative, but not always in a creative mood, if you can say it like that. It sometimes leaves me free to think about textures and designs and colors, so I don't have to think about what kind of flowers I want to draw. And this will just give me a pretty spread that I can use fairly easily if it works. It's a little fiddly sometimes, but it works. Like that. Maybe one more. Maybe that one's more. The reason I put them on separate layers is because if I do take the selection tool, put it on automatic, tap the outside screen, and just slide the selection slider slightly to find out how much it can take before it goes blue. There, the leaves start getting blue. So this is the maximum amount I can do. Then I push invert, and the inside of the leaves have all been selected. I go behind the layer with the leaves, add a new one, and then I can fill that layer with a color. And then you have the leaves with the outline and the fill. And that way it lies on top of the baseline and fills it out. So I'm going to do the same with the flowers. Add a layer underneath, go to the top layer, select. I'm going to do one thing first though, because I know the lines are very thin, and if they're too thin it will fill it all. And I'm going to double it and pinch it so it's kind of more clear. Select automatic, and the threshold is too high. I'm going to back up. That works. A little bit up again, and that's where it turns blue. So invert, find a nice pink color I like, and fill layer. Thank you, Lisa. So kind of you. Now you can add an extra layer. Do a clipping mask, and you can add shades. The really easy way to do this is change the blend mode to linear burn and use a gray color, a middle gray. And for ease, just use your soft airbrush. It's a native Procreate brush, so you all have it. Then just lower the size, and you see it just darkens the color. If you don't like it that intense, just lower the opacity on it and just start brushing in some shades. And I'm usually not very controlled. I have been trying this. I've been doing this for quite some time now. I've been doing it digitally with my iPad since 2018. So I have been doing a little. And my dad, who also paints, also taught me how to shade things. So that's why I always have loved shading things. And that's actually why I was drawn to Olivia's work, because she does beautiful shading on her work. And I'm a sucker for good shading. And I want to show you what happens, because this time this looks dark pink now, but if I go in on the layer with the flowers and take, let's say, a yellow and just a monoline brush and change the color here to a yellow middle of the flower, you see because you chose a gray on linear burn, this also changes. So that's one of the easiest ways to make shades in Procreate. Linear burn and a gray. I'm going to go back to the gray and back to the soft airbrush. Olivia, you're going to yell at me if I use too long, right? You'll let me know if I'm stealing time that we don't have. So like just play, don't let it stop you. What I do is I use it every single day. I always draw every single day. And what has helped me really a lot is that I wrote down a lot of themes that I wanted to explore. And Garden Party, my new sticker set that will come in the next catalog, is one of them. And if you do that, you always have a theme you can explore. So I'll take bees and then I'll write down all things related to bees, like beekeepers, beehives, flowers, honey, honeycombs, things like that. And then I just work with the theme that way, because then I can always find something to draw within that theme. And I have an idea to put on the iPad every single morning when I get my coffee. And that helps me have a consistent way of working. So I always have something to do, something to show also on my Instagram, which I use a lot. That's my main way to show my things. That's on Instagram. I'm still working on my website and it's not going as fast as I would like. But I'll get there. But as you see, it's just really, really fast. And with the soft airbrush, it works really nicely. I like the shades. The shading, it's soft and gentle and just as I like it. That was a little much. My boy, Emil, is 16 and he loves to play on the computer and he loves to play things like Counter-Strike and Fortnite and things like that. And you know, a 16-year-old, when they play computer games, they yell like a lot. And I told him today, if he yelled tonight, I would be so mad. And he's just as quiet as a mouse. So sometimes he listens to his mama once in a while. So on the leaves, I look at where the bend is to put in the shades. You see? So on this, the shade would be beneath the leaf. And maybe just here on the inside. If you like something like, if this is too soft and you like a lot of texture.
Susan, sorry,
Yes?
can I interrupt for a second? I'm so sorry, guys. I need to go because it's like almost midnight where I live. So it's
Oh my
super
God,
late.
is that late?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. So I leave you to it. You still have a bit of time. to work. You have about 2 hours. Should be enough.
Okay.
So
how long have we been?
I'm gonna.
50 minutes.
50
minutes.
About
okay,
an hour or something, maybe.
Turn you loose soon.
No, it's not. You can continue. I'm just gonna eat something and
go to bed
and things. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for your patience and for being here. It's awesome to support Susan, and she's doing so well. It's so interesting. I'm gonna watch it myself. She's so good at Procreate. I love her work so much. We know each other for a little while. We've been talking before doing this. So thank you, Susan. You're doing awesome. I'm just gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna leave my computer open. Just gonna eat and things. And I wish you all a nice day. And Susan, we'll talk very soon. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
Sleep well. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I just want to show you how you can do texture too. I have a watercolor texture in some of my brushes that I use a lot. And I have done a clipping mask. And I'm going to do a color burn, I think, also with a gray, a middle gray. And see how it looks. And you can see that it gets the kind of watercolor texture and like a depth to it. And I took all the layers that I made and made it into a group. And you can, if you want to, you can duplicate that and you can flatten that. And that will leave all the illustration with the same blend modes and all. And then we can put it on the other side. So like this. So it's ready. So when you turn these off and the background off, you can export as a PNG, copy it, go back into GoodNotes, and paste it. And it should come in with roughly the same size. I'm going to crop it because if it gets too close to the edge, it's really, really hard to resize it. Done. And it should just fit. Fairly simple for them. So that's how I work in Procreate if I need to. This is my daily spread in this planner. And I would, let's say it's for the weekend. And I'm gonna do let's just do Saturday for tomorrow. And I'm gonna do like a really lazy Saturday. I'm gonna do not a lot. I'm gonna lie around, watch Netflix if I can, get the piece to it. So it would probably be something like that. The big thing tomorrow. What would I do? I would play. Definitely I would play. Probably with my iPad on my lap. And just watch TV. So it's playtime tomorrow. So if I need anything done, I would add some of these bad boys and just kind of fill it in. See what I have. If I have anything important to remember, it would go there. And I think I would keep this space open to journal because I found out that it's a really, really good thing to do. Journal today. And What did you say, Salika? If life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Yay. Maybe center that a little down. And I will do that. I hope it didn't grab everything. I think it did. Of course. Well, I'm going to do it. Copy. It's because the file from Procreate fills out the whole page, so every time I grab something on this page, it'll grab everything. So just be mindful of that. And I haven't used the fishes. So we'll use the fishes. See, it grabbed the whole layer again. I can do it. If you push the picture button, you can move them one at a time, but you can't lasso them. Just remember that. Which jellyfish should I use? This one, maybe? And this one. So what date is it today? So it'll be my dad's birthday tomorrow. Well, let's use a pretty font. What about that one? May 15th. So I'm going to put in call Dad happy birthday, because I wouldn't want to forget him. And I'm going to put it in blue because my dad's a boy. So, preferably I would probably, let's do quote of the day here. And I would put the full calendar month of May 21 here. But I'm too impatient to fill it out right now. But that's kind of how it would do a daily, a weekly, and a fairly simple monthly. So, Lisa, you asked me if I have to flatten it, flatten in Procreate. Could you ask again, Lisa, if it was in Procreate that you had to flatten the layers? Yeah, not if you export it as a PNG. It's just because I wanted to add the watercolor texture on top that I wanted to do it. You see? Then I would flatten it because I needed to be a clipping mask on top of the flattened image, because I can't do the watercolor texture within this group, because then I have to add the watercolor texture layer on each of these elements, and that would just take too long. So, but if you just have these layers and you didn't have it flattened or anything, you would just anyway export it as a PNG, so you wouldn't have to flatten. Okay? So, I'm kind of done, and I'm gonna stop sharing. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. And it's almost nighttime here. Hi, Lisa, I knew it was you. And it's so nice to see you or hear from you. I'm so glad you're here. You've been really, really nice to comment on everything I post and in my shop. Do any of you have any questions you would like me to answer? Please don't hesitate to ask. I have almost drunk all my coffee. And so I would really like Sulika to do more Procreate tutorials. I would like them to be planned out a little better. I have an idea for a course about doing small houses, like in Denmark it's called, and I know it's not the same, it's called colonial houses, but it's like small shed-like houses in a garden where you go like in a summer house. And what did I want to do? Well, just kind of show you around how I do watercolor in Procreate. I mostly use Lisa Glantz brushes, which are so fairly simple to use, and they get the job done every time. But definitely, I would like to do Procreate. Yeah, there should be, Marcy, there should be a replay. I'll make sure to ask Olivia, but I'm quite sure the replay will be available all the time. And if I can, I will do these Plan With Me as much as I can and as often as I can. So if you have any requests, anything you would like to see me do, or if you have doubts about anything, I would like to learn how to use, what's it called? It's the other digital planner program, Zoom Notes. I would love to learn to use Zoom Notes a little more, because you can do Dutch doors, and so nerdy, but I love that you can flip the pages like you can in a paper planner, and there's cutouts, and I would really like to do that. Okay. Any other questions? Silence. Okay. I am gonna go. I have to do some baking. It's quite late now. I still have to make bread for tomorrow. So I'm gonna turn on my oven and go bake some buns. And thanks so much for coming in. I'm so thrilled you were here, and I'm not so scared to do this anymore. So thanks for being supportive, and thanks for joining me here. And thank you so much, all of you, for being here. So it's going to be bye-bye for me. Have a really nice evening, everybody. Thanks, Sulika. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.